Lost Customer Reactivation Secrets. My name is Nguyen, and I'm here today to show you something that you might not be aware of that I believe can make you a fortune if properly applied to put it in its proper place. And I'm gonna do like a pop quiz kind of interaction. So to kick this off, we're gonna be active throughout this chat, and this is a conversation more than representations. Okay, so the first question I have for you is true or false? All right, your customers won't return to shop at your business because your price is too high. True or false? It is false, kind of, right? So price is actually one of the reasons why they won't return to do business with you, but not the number one reason, and I'll share with you later on the presentations. Okay, second one, true or false? Finding new customers is the easiest and cheapest activity in business. True or false? It is actually false. Finding new customers is the most expensive activity in business. The most expensive activities. All right, next one. True or false? The fastest way to increase profit is to sell the same thing at the lowest price to as many people as possible. True or false? It is false, because selling the same thing at lowest price to as many people as possible is at least 2x less profitable than selling to the affluent customers. All right, let's see. Last one, true or false? I just want to sell as many as I can to collect cash because cash is king. Cash is king. True or false? Well, false, kind of, because while cash is considered king, cash flow is actually what doubles the value of your business. And I'll share with you later on the webinars. So, a quick intro about myself. Like I said, my name is Nguyen, and I'm an author of the book Stop Losing Customers Again. And Dupe is the world #1 high-ticket customer retention expert, advising clients on how to build predictable revenues. And I am also CEO of Purdue Result Agency, and we help our clients double their assets from $500 million to over $1 billion and achieve the highest ROI of 4,198.48% for the financial industry in the shortest amount of time in 90 days. And here's the screenshot to share with you on the client that we help double the assets from $545 million to $1.093 billion. And this is the highest ROI that we achieved for the financial client. A client in the financial industry of over 4,000%, actually 4,198.48% to be exact, in 90 days, actually led to the increase in revenue to $2.87 million from $66,950 in advertising budget. So here's my promise to you. My promise is that I'm going to attempt and try my best to give you the most incredible insight about lost activations. And the reason I'm doing that for you is twofold. One is to help you be successful because your success is my success. But the second reason is more pragmatic. And that I'm hoping that you say, well, that was so empowering, Michael, that when you show me your offers and you have at the end of the presentation, spoiler alert, or I do have a really a special offer for you that you say, wow, this is amazing, this is awesome, I want in, because this is what you are giving away. Because if I'm giving away the information for free and that totally been a game changer for you, then I'm willing to go to the next level with you, Michael. And if that's the case, and that makes sense for you, and it's also a right fit for you, then I have some extra special stuff for you in the end. All right, is that cool? Do we have a deal? All right, good. Let's go. Okay, so here is what you are going to learn today. Number one, 6 reasons why your customers stop buying from you. And hint, price is not the number one reasons, and why finding new customers every day should not be your number one priority. And lastly, why reactivating this type of customers increases your profit exponentially. So let's get started, shall we? And here are some of the client just like you who we help. So this client, within 9 days of launching the loss activation campaigns, we were receiving approximately 30 to 40 qualified responses from lost customers, leading to over $10,000 in sales. So they sent out 127 letters, and 20% of lost customers responded. And this is another client just like you that we help them run the campaigns that we grew so rapidly that we had to delay further advertising to accommodate the sudden growth in the launch of the campaigns. Delay further advertising. So it's good things, right? And lastly, this is the trophy case where we help in the span of 90 days. We help a client in the financial industry generate $2.8 million from only $66,950 in the advertising budget. Okay, so let's get started. The 6 reasons why your customers stop buying from you. So I will start from the bottoms. As you can see, the number 6 reasons. You're right. That's the price. You're so expensive, and your stuff you're selling is expensive. So that's why customers they don't buy from you. And the 5th reason why they stop buying from you is because you are moving, because the customers are moving away, right? They used to shop at your place, but now they move to another town, another city, another state, or even another country. So that's why they stop buying from you. And even in the case of you, if you had like an online business, the shipping could also be a challenge, or if you have online business, that may be less than the case. But anyway, but if you have like a physical store, then when the customer move away, they will stop shopping from your place. You have lousy service. That's number 4th reason. Well, apparently when the customers they don't they don't get the experience they're looking for, they will stop going to your place because they would rather go to somewhere else to get the experience that they deserve, experience that they like to enjoy. And the 3rd reason, we're going down the list. The 3rd reason is that you have a lousy product. Indeed, lousy products. I mean, when they purchase your product, it doesn't help them solve the problems, and that's why they would rather go with somebody else, try with a new product to help them solve the problems. And the 2nd reason is that there's so many alternatives out there, right? And somehow your product and services, they're not convenient enough, they're not strong enough for them to go back. They would rather try another alternatives instead of going back to shop with you. And drum roll please, the number 1 reason why they stop buying from you is because they just forget about you. They just forget about you. As simple as that. So let me recap where we at. So 6 reasons why customers don't return. Starting from the bottom up. The 6th reason, the price. The 5th reason, they move away. The 4th reason, lousy service. And the 3rd reason, you have a lousy product. And the 2nd reason is the new resources, new alternative. And the 1st reason, they forget about you. So I believe that it is your responsibility to remind customers to do business with you no matter what. I believe it is your responsibility because lost customers, they are customers who have bought from you in the past but not returned when expected. As a result, I think Because of that, many of the former customers will be hesitant to return without invitation, and people are embarrassed without having they're embarrassed about having unplugged and need to be made to feel welcome again. And that's why it rests on your shoulder to make that happen, to make that connection, to make that emotional bridge for them to come back. And to give you a more vivid example on why reactivating lost customers is beneficial to you, I'm going to show you a case studies so this is a real case study where we have, this client, they had about 1,323 customers. The total sale is about $2.36 million, and the average order size is about $17.91. And so using using the base that I had, I was able to recover 27% of lost customers. So let's run through a quick math, right? All right, so the average sale, assuming that we were able to help them, go with the average sales of $997, and they have 1,323 total customers in the CRM system. So if we were able to revive 27% of the lost customers, so that would translate to 357 sales. You multiply that by 997, that would be $355,000 and $929. Now, out of the 357 customers who we were able to bring back, now what happened if we were able to upsell to 25% of the lost customers? So that would be, let's say if our upsell is about $200 per order. So if that were the case, then we were able to upsell to 89 customers. You multiply that by $200, so that nets you $17,800. So all in all, the effort of reactivating lost customers lead to the cash windfall of $373,000 and $729. $373,729. That's amazing, right? What would you do with that amount of money, right? When you were able to revive 27% of lost customers. Okay, so we talk about 6 reasons why customers stop buying from you. Now, I really want to touch on the concept of why finding new customer every day should not be your number one priority. And I've talked to a lot of business owners in my line of business as an owner of an agency, and almost 99% of them saying that the number one thing that they wake up every day thinking about, the number one priority that they wake up every day thinking about is how to find new customers. However, because business I'm in as an agency, I know that the odds against finding new customers is just huge. For example, they will be facing the facts that they need to spend at least 5 times more expensive to attract new customers, according to the research from Forbes magazines. And this one is really the game changers. Like when Apple introduced the new privacy change on the iOS 14, that change led to the 10x increase in the cost per lead. Right? You say you used to spend $20 per lead. Now it jumped to $200. Can you imagine? And as a result, Facebook almost lost half of its values. If you check on the stock, they lost half of its values because they predicted that because this change, the change from Apple, will result in the increase in the cost per clicks. What else do we have? Now, when you sell to the existing customers, your chance your probability of successfully close the deal is between 60 to 70%, almost triple than the probability of selling to a new customers, only 5 to 20%. Can you imagine? I want to share with you the tales of two brick and mortar business owners. And so we got two owners. Owner one named Jack. He wants to grow his business by 10%, his top line revenue by 10%. Unfortunately, he's losing about 25% of business on every single year. And another owner named Jill. Jill share the same goal with Jack. Wants to grow the top line revenue by 10%. And fortunately for Jill, she only loses about 5% of the business each year. So can you make a quick guess on the percentage that Jack needs to grow in order to hit the target of 10%? 1, 2, 3. All right. So Jack will need to grow 35% on this top line revenue in order to make up the loss of 25%, right? On the other hand, Jill only needs to grow about 15% of her top line revenue to have a 10% growth this year. Now let's brainstorm a little bit on what it takes to grow a 35% top line revenue. All right. So number one, you need to hire more employees, in a tight labor market, and you need to work longer hours. You need more capital to buy more materials and even train the new staff. And because of the goal of increasing the revenue by 35%, then you need to increase the marketing budget to get more exposure. And when you produce that many widgets, or or you serve that many surge in the amount of customers, that will more likely lead to the quality issues, quality control issues. And lastly, your employee morale will be more likely to suffer because they have more work, they need to work long hours, and in some cases, if you don't make the changes, they do everything for the same paycheck, then that will lead even more to the employee turnovers, and even more costly to hire new employees, especially in the market where the inflation's at 9.1%, the highest rate in 40 years, and the cost of labor spiked to 5.1% in the second quarters. So there's a lot of going on that going against the change of that going against you in your quest of finding new customers every day. Now, on the flip side, we talk about what it takes to support a 35% growth in revenue. Now, what would be the easier alternative, right? Easy alternative, like why would we have to go through all the challenges to grow 35%? What would be another way to achieve the same goal without going through all of the headaches, And so here's the Jack. All right, so what would be the alternative strategy? And the alternative strategy is to stop the bleeding by reducing or minimizing the churn from 25% maybe to a much lower one, maybe like 5%. So you see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I think that Jack and Jill from Jack and Jill case need to be more aware that in order to increase revenue, you don't have to work like 2 times more, work 2 times harder, like in this case from Disney. As you can see that they rack up more profit from fewer park visitors. So that's another case for you, that even a big company, they understand about the benefit of of working, of serving less customers, but for even more profit. So now you understand why finding new customers every day should not be your number one priority, right? And we went through the challenges, all of the costs associated with finding new customers. And so the next one I'd like to discuss is the last point is, right, why reactivating this specific type of customers will increase your profit exponentially. Now, here's what's special about this type of customers that I'm about to share with you. Now, some of the challenges of finding this one, because this type of customers, they are not visible to your human eye, and the only way to find out about to see the existence of this type of customers is through data, because it was buried deep inside the data. And even if you were able to identify that segment of customers, the next step is that you need to find out what pricing point to offer, right? And the next challenge is that how can you identify adjacent opportunities? So let's say if you were able to identify this segment of customers who might be willing to pay more, but are you able to identify adjacent price point so that you can charge even more, you can extract more value and more profit from it, right? It's hard. Once again, I'm going through the case study that I shared with you earlier about a client, 1,323 customers, total sale $2.3 million, and average order size about $17.91. All right, so, and when you look at this chart, what you see, I just want to share with you that when you look at this chart, so let me explain what's going on with this chart. Now, the blue color, that means that we tabulated from the real data, and the black colors, which means that we are from a model with how we projected the sales and what it should have been. Now, when the two lines intercept, we have something called a profitable chasm. The profitable chasm is the magic numbers. It means that this is the minimum amount that each customer should buy from you. Let me repeat. So the profitable chasm, it is the minimum amount that each of your customers should be buying from you. Now let's pause a minute to think about the impact of knowing this insight in your business. Now, what does it mean for you, for your business, when you know this insight? What would you do differently in the area of marketing, operation, and customer service when you know that the minimum amount your customer should be purchasing is, say, in this case, $2,500? Now, if you did not have enough offers to reach the $2,500 in this case, what additional product and services would you create to solve your customer pains? Because they are willing to pay you more, and all you need is to ask them, right? And I want to share with you some examples that companies that are doing a good job of identifying an affluent customer segment. So in this case, Samsung was able to create the new phone targeting with the price tag of $1,800 for the high end, as to target the high end customers. What else? Tiffany just sell out custom CryptoPunk NFT pendants for $50,000. Now this is on August of 2022, and we are in the midst of highest inflation in 40 years, of the risk of the economy will go into recessions, and they were still able to sell pendant for $50,000. That's the power of identifying the affluent customer segment in your customer list. And check this out, it's not just happening in the e-commerce space, but in the hospitality. This is about luxury hotel. They're able to identify an affluent type of customers where a parent who are traveling with babies, they are willing to pay more. And check this out, the new service catering to parents with babies in all-inclusive report that can run $1,000 more per person per night than standard room, and the demand shows that they have 50% rise in bookings. Can you imagine what happens? You can charge $1,000 more per person per night, and you have 50% rise in the demand. So that's, my friend, that's how you were able to identify affluent customer in your list. And guess what? There are so many businesses where, like for example, I want to share with you this. So from the model, from the model that we were able to identify, we will find out that, so for example, at the $997 price point, our model projected that they should have about 426 customers for a total revenue of $424,700, right? So that's the projection that our model predicted. Now guess what? In the real data, it's only 61 customers who paid at the price point of $997. So what that means is that they are leaving $363,905 of revenue opportunity on the table, and those customers, they are waiting for you to give them the orders, or to give them the offers, and they happily paying for it. Right? For example, the U.S. luxury watch owner, according to the Robb reports, they said to own 2.6 luxury watches on average. Now, what if, what if on your customer list you were able to identify customers who only buy one watch? What are you going to do next? You reach out to them and sell them the next watch. That's how you can double your revenues. Same thing. We talk about real estate. Millionaires own an average of 2 homes, and billionaires own an average of 10 homes. So if you were in the business of luxury real estate, knowing the minimum amount of properties that your ultra affluent customer would buy, give you an edge on how you would structure your communication plan, your offer plan, so that you can increase your revenue tremendously. So let me get back to the case that I shared with you earlier. We talk about the average size of $17.91. That's the average order size, and I was able to tabulate, to identify a different data point, the adjacent opportunities at different price data points. So at $997, my model predicted that they should have 426 customers. So at $1997 price tag, predicted that they should have 190 customers. At $10,997, 26 customers. $50,000, 4 customers. $100,000, 2 customers. Here you go, my friend. That is the profit opportunities that you should be aiming at. You should be creating offers for those customers who are happily paying for your product and services. So quick recap. We talk about the ultra profitable customer segment is in your customer data and hidden from your naked eye. right? And those customer segment can only be discovered via, of course, the in-depth, I call the profit locator analysis that I just shared with you earlier. And as you can see, these ultra profitable affluent customer segments is just happen for all types of businesses, whether you small, medium, or too big to fail. You all have that segment in your database. All you need is to find out, locate them, and from the research, from the number that I shared with you, that those ultra profitable customer segment is at least 5 times more profitable, right, than the average customers, and they're willing and they're willing to pay 5 times more than the average sales that you sold to the average customers. So the quick recap: we talk about the 6 reasons why customers should stop buying from you. We talk about why finding new customers every day should not be your number 1 priority. And we talk about why reactivating a new type of customers increases your profit exponentially. And because of that, we were able to help our clients reactivate 27% lost customers, leading to $10,000 in sales. And even these customers have delayed further advertisings because they grew so rapidly, and they can't accommodate for the sudden growth. And of course, the 4,198% ROI on the campaigns. As you can see, I could go on and on about other success stories as well, but I think you get it right. Others who are just like you did it, but does it mean that you can do it? Here's what I know, and I mean the answer to that is probably not. Probably not. What do you mean, Michael? That probably not. Well, here's what I know. If we parted ways right now, would you immediately go back to your office and reactivate lost customers in your purchase? And here's the answer to that. It's doubtful, because it's going to be so easy for you to quickly fall back to your old habits, right? And that habits will not making you the money that you, my friend, deserve. And that's why I'm not gonna let that happen. Period. And here's the deal: you need me in your ear for the next 4 weeks if you are truly going to use what I show you here today and turn that into piles of cash. And best of all, if you don't quickly make back twice your investment with my lost reactivation secrets that I share with you, then I just give you the double your money back. And I can only make such a guarantee because I am that confident that the only thing preventing your success with my lost reactivation secrets is not just following the most basic, simplest part. And with great pleasure that I like to introduce you to the Churn Buster Kit. Churn Buster Kit. Churn Buster Kit is the only complete soup to nuts program with all the tools and resources you need to reactivate lost customers, acquire new ones, increase the lifetime values, and generate referrals, and even generate more cash windfall for you. So here's a quick review of what you're gonna get. Okay, 12-month marketing calendars. So instead of starting off with a blank calendars, I've done all of the heavy lifting for you by handing you a pre-populated 12-month marketing calendars with campaigns that you need to launch. So the moment you get your hand on the calendar, you know exactly your game plan. You know exactly what you need to launch. So let's say at the moment of this webinar, this presentation were in the month of September. Then you just fast forward to September and find out what's on the calendar for you to launch. And apparently I want to go through several campaigns. So one of the famous one, like I shared with you, loss activation campaigns. So this is the plug and play campaign to help you bring back lost customers. All right, and like I said, those are template for you on the right. There's no video to watch. All you need to do is take action, fill in the blank, with your information that's relevant to your business, and then boom, mail the campaigns. The next campaign I would like to share with you is the net cash windfall. Right, the purpose of the campaign is to generate massive cash windfall for you. And it's launched on every quarters, right? So once again, there's no video to watch. All you need to do is just fill in the blank with the information that pertaining to your business, and then send. What else we got here? We got 12-month lead gen. So those are the 12-month oversight and theme based on the major event of that month, ready to use. The purpose of the 12-month lead gen is to send out killer offer to your existing customers and all new leads on a monthly basis to drive for more sales. Which one we have next? We have 12-month motivational nuggets. Those are the newsletter postcard to help you stay in touch with your customers and lead easily and inexpensively while standing out from your competitors. We also have the 12-month e-letters for you. You can deploy the 12 customizable professional design email, HTML newsletters, and all you need to do is just to update your name or your website. Boom, you're ready to go. Hit send, you're ready to go. So not only do they receive the monthly e-letter from you, but also like a motivational nugget postcard. Now the reason why we do both, because if you just rely 100% on the emails, which you know that the average person receives about 100 emails per day. So email your email inbox is the most populated mediums that compete for your attentions. As the reason, because of that, we like to diversify on the medium so that we can get the amount of attention that we need. The next campaign is the referral campaigns. Now, referral is something that everyone knows, but they don't have a system to do it consistently. And lucky for you is that I make it so simple for you to launch on a weekly basis, right? And the goal is to get your customer to tell their friends and expand your business reach on autopilot. And I also include 3 multi-purpose monthly campaigns, and those campaigns are chock full of, like, from the oversight postcard, the motivational nuggets, the e-letters included to you, so that you can use them for other purposes besides like the referral or besides the loss activation. You can do, if when you have, let's say for example, if you have a new product launch, you can use this campaign to use them interchangeably, so that the customer don't get bored with the same text, with the same content. And you also get access to the member areas for life. And if you want to log in 1035 days from now to see something, you could do that, because those are available for you for life. Now, remember what I shared with you earlier about a case study where we were able to retrieve about $373,000, 729, right? So that was the amount that we were able to reactivate, that we were able to generate from sales of lost customers. Now, I could easily charge you 1/10 of that, which is the $37,000 easily, right? So, because if I were able to generate for you $373,000, it would be much easier for you to give me 1/10 of that, right? I could charge you that amount. And also I can easily charge you $10,000 in sales because we were able to help a client generate 30 to 40 qualified responses, leading to over $10,000 in sales easily, right? But for you today, you only pay $14.97 for one-time payment, or $666 for 3 monthly install payment. And again, all you need to do is go to churnbusterkit.com. So, and I want to share with you that I want to make it so easy for you to make the decisions, because I'm going to share with you those ridiculously valuable bonuses for you to consider. Well, the first bonus is the 100 plus best-selling book quotes. So these are the book summary card that you can see on the right, the collection of 100 best-selling books. Now, not only you can use this to send to your existing customers, but also you can send it to your lead who are not buying from you yet, to build relationship, to add values. Now, besides the 12-month e-letters or the nugget postcard that I share with you, you can use this 100 best-selling book quotes as another source of content for you to build a relationship, right? To keep in touch, stay on top of their mind. And once again, you can go to the website churnbusterkit.com to see the offers. And I'll share with you the second bonus I call Forever Happy Collection. Now, here's what I know. The average consumer takes 22 days to move from let me think about it to I'm ready to buy, right? So, although you have all of the 12-month e-letters, the postcard nuggets, I want to make sure that you still have ample of content, right, to send them and to build connection, to build relationship, to add values, to become a trusted advisors. And that's why this Forever Happy collection comes into place, because you will have a template to send weekly emails all the way to 2 years. Let me repeat, you have enough content to send weekly email for 2 years. So that means you have about 104 email that you can send to your customers or leads, right, to build relationship. Once again, churnbusterkit.com to go there and see the offers. And next bonus I want to share with you is the Amazon retention secret. Now, if you had a subscription business or plan to offer subscriptions in future, you would find this bonus very, very exciting and motivating, because in this 50-minute video, I help you break down the details, process that Amazon used to retain this Audible subscription business, right? You want to learn from the best, and I'm already help you with the process, and all you need to do is to implement it, right? Very, very powerful. So once again, churnbusterkit.com to check out this bonus. And have you heard about a tool called Trello? Trello is a tool that it's a free tool to help you teams move work forward. You can collaborate, because although I think I provided you the calendars with the campaigns that you need to run on a monthly basis, I asked myself, what else could I help you? Well, I want to introduce you to bonus number 4, the 12-month Trello accountability checklist. So on the screen, you see that I created the checklist for you to make sure that you don't miss anything. So let's say this month is September, you just go to September, all of the cards on the September board, and maybe you and your team will help each other and assign the task to the right person on your team so that they can help you get the job done, right? So with checklist, there's no way for you to miss any campaigns because you have every single detail task of what to do. And once again, you will get this bonus by going to churnbusterkit.com. But I'm not stopping here, right? I know that I help you create the Trello accountability checklist, 12 months of that, but I want to do more for you. And I'd like to introduce you to bonus number 5, which is you will be able to rent my dream team for free. Rent my dream team for free, right? So what if you can rent my dream team to help you implement 1 month worth of tasks laid out from the Trello checklist for free. Now the reason why I call dream team because I have vetted all members of my teams and trained them so that they help me they help me so they can help me running those campaigns from the calendars, and I want them to do it for you for free. I have a quick disclaimer is that my team will only do tasks that laid out on the Trello board, right? And like I said, this bonus is so exclusive that it will come on the basis of first come first serve, right? Whether you are the first one, you get it. If the second one, I will do it for the second one, the third one, right? So on and so forth. And once again, go churnbusterkit.com to learn more about this bonus. Now, the last bonus is very special because I'm willing to offer myself to you in a private consultation format, right? And here's the deal. And once you reach $20,000 in sales, and all you got to do is to reach out to my team at engage at PurdueResults.com, and we schedule a private 30-minute consultation with me where I share with you on how to turn 5 figures to 6 figures. And once again, it's so exclusive that it's only available in a first come first serve basis. Now, because you were able to reach $20,000, I'll share with you even more in-depth strategy to help you reach 6 figures. All right, 6 figures. So, go to churnbusterkit.com to get signed up now, and you get all of the bonuses available for you. And whether you want to spread it out over the installment or take care of it all at once, it doesn't matter to me. I just want you in, and I want you in ASAP. Because here's the cool thing. When you invest in this, you know that your investment is protected twice. And here's what I mean. Now, first of all, we have a standard. We have a standard money back guaranteed for any reason or not at all. If you want your money back in the first 30 days, you get it, no question asked, right? You don't even need to give me a reason. I only want you as a customers, and if you want to be my customers, and that's how I play this game. No question asked, no conditions. Try it out. If you like it, keep it. If you don't like it, we give you your money back. Okay, so I'm sure that you've seen guarantee like this before, but I'm so confident in the power of the Churn Buster Kit and what it can do for you that I'm gonna go extra mile for you. I'm gonna offer you to double your money back guaranteed. And here's how it goes. I share with you every secret that I know about loss activation and retaining customers. And all you have to do is to follow and implement one of the campaigns, and then you get that you get from the kit 60 days. You have 60 days to implement it. And in those 60 days, if you follow just one of these methods, one of these campaigns, and if you don't double your investment, then I give you double your investment back, no matter what. If you're serious about the future in this business, in your business, you will profit from the Churn Buster Kit. And just go to sign up to churnbusterkit.com, right? Because if you don't profit on your own, I'll make you profitable because I'll pay you, right? You may say, hey, Michael, how can you do that? I know the numbers. I know the amount of people where this fails is so minuscule versus the amount of people where this succeeds for us. So absolute, overwhelmingly positive that if I gotta pay for a small number of people who happen to be the most unluckiest people in the world, I will. Because that will make me have more success stories. So hopefully that makes sense to you. But it does have to make sense to you, right? So here's the deal. Challenge me on this one. Try, please. I invite you to take advantage of me. I want you to do that. I want to do that for you because I've discovered about this business is if I've removed every possibility for you to fail, then what's left? Only success. Churn Buster Kit. churnbusterkit.com. churnbusterkit.com. So, we talk about, and here's a quick snapshot, quick summary of what you get. Again, go sign up at churnbusterkit.com. You can pick the one-time payment of $14.97 or 3 installments of $66, and you will get 7 type of campaigns plus 6 amazing bonuses, and also your investment is protected by the double your money back guaranteed. The total value is about $8,125. Now, by not investing in the Churn Buster Kit costs more because spending 10 to 20 times longer than you should is expensive. And making big mistakes that can be easily avoided with some guidance is expensive. And making excuses instead of investing in the right resources is expensive, right? And it's an investment that is protected by the 2 guarantees at churnbusterkit.com. So the faster you act, the sooner you get the benefit, and the sooner you succeed. churnbusterkit.com. Now I'm officially at the end of the presentations, but I'm not the end of my willingness to help you understand if it makes sense for you to say yes to or move forward with it. And listen, I'll take a yes from you, I'll take a no from you, but what I do not have is a taste for is the maybes, because that's where most fortune are lost, right? In the maybes, right? So it's time to action. It's time to take action. So once again, you can go to churnbusterkit.com, sign up, and check out what it can offer you, and all of the amazing bonuses, very exclusive bonuses that I have for you. Again, the Rent My Dream Team's bonus is very exclusive. Also, the consultation with me is very exclusive. It come with those 2 bonuses come with the first come first serve basis, right? And it can be taken away at any times because we only have 24 hours a day, and I can't take a lot of clients, and that's the reason why it's very exclusive and come with the first come first serve basis. All right, it's my pleasure to share with you the insight today, and I wish you the best in future.